Boom!
What's up?
Found it. I found it. Who here? Who here? Let's see. Who's here? Who is here? Zerquins! Gord. Get some. Yep. Zerk wins. Aha.
What does he win? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! What? Sorry, it just takes me back to an old school movie with Weird Al Yankovic.
Actually, it's funny because they're watching this show upstairs right now with that Jason Briggs, who was off of American Pie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Old school.
Old school.
Old school.
Like going back to UHF, Weird Al, you know, that was comical, iconic.
So you wanted me to show off this car.
Maybe.
So that's what we're going to do. So Aaron, in all of his searching, stumbled across this epic. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, making all the bigness.
Stumbled across this epic car.
Epic, odd car.
So this is a 1/10 scale on-road chassis, all-wheel drive, but this is set up to be a drag car, and it can handle 1/8 electronics in it. And it's specifically made for drag racing. That's why it's got the big wheelie bar on the back end. Let's see if I get a picture. There's the first one. There we go. Let's make that one bigger.
So for people that don't know Express, they make racing chassis. It's usually like a bargain brand or a bargain price kind of thing. And they pretty much stolen anything that doesn't have a patent on it anymore. They've got it in that car. And you know what? And the stuff they make is pretty decent. I'm not too sure about durability. Because nothing beats. I don't know what they put. X-Ray puts in their parts. I don't know what they put in a certain. I don't know what, but it's good.
Hopes and dreams. The hopes and dreams of their competitors.
This is magic. They put magic in the plastic and holds together.
Ooh. Anyway,
so this thing here take a bunch of power. Has a wider belt on the back. For all that power to go to the back wheels.
Let's get through to peakers. There's the wider belt.
It's a super wide belt.
Yeah, there's the wide belt.
It's cool.
I mean, just to put it in perspective, if you guys can't tell, that's a 12 mil hex right there, right? So if that's a 12 millimeter hex, and that's the size of that belt, that's a pretty hefty belt.
Yeah.
Compared to, there's the front belt. There's the rear belt. You can see the front belt is maybe half the size.
Yeah, I think that the front belt is the standard 3 mil wide for that kind of stuff. That big motor in there.
Yeah, it's basically a motor out of a 1/8 combo. So it's got man, I want one all over it, but
yeah. I don't know what I do with it, but I want one.
Well, I mean, we have a drag strip. We go fast with it in a straight line.
We do stupid stuff with it.
Yeah, you do stupid things with it. That's exactly what you do with it.
We do stupid things.
You do very, very stupid things with it. The only major issue I'm finding with it so far Ew, dog bones. Yes, exactly. Dog bones.
Well, it's not dog bones in there. They do have a CV
Yeah, they're CV
in there.
right in here.
Just on the other side, they have blades in there. That looks like a dog bone. It goes into the blade. Yeah, right there.
Which is actually better than a dog bone
Has a
because it
cushion in
doesn't
it.
have any slop.
Has a little cushion in it for
Yeah,
any
they
kind
stay
of.
in better too. Like when the suspension pulls out, they don't usually pop right out and get all sloppy and
No.
all of this stuff, which is very cool. And it looks to me like there's a fair amount of adjustment
Oh yeah.
in the components and stuff on it.
Looks like it's just as much as an X-ray. I mean, when most of the cars you boil down to them, they all look like the X-ray, except for the newer stuff. The newer stuff, they've had to step out of the normal zone to, get away from
like
those
brass to you.
patents. Looks like it.
That looks like brass in the middle, or right up in the front bumper there.
A little weight for the front to keep the front wheels down.
And then a behemoth of a wheelie bar.
Biggest motor in all the land in there. Oh,
Yep.
I don't know what, but
Foam tires, though.
for all the traction, extra traction.
Yeah. Good for one pass. So speaking of tires, because Aaron's got this thing going, he discovered that
What I just
came out with the new tires for the 112s.
Oh, I can't remember exactly who did it.
Came out with the rubber.
Some
Aaron was telling me about it yesterday.
SJS or
so we don't step on it.
JST or
It's a rock tumbler.
let's look it up here.
And then I need you to grab a couple of towels so that we can dry these off once we're done rinsing them.
There it is. SJT.
Okay.
I want to put this somewhere else.
Just leave it there. I'll deal with it.
The water might want to go somewhere.
Yeah, I'll leave that right here.
So SJT, they've been trying to do away with foam tires for a 12 scale. Now 12 scale is this little itty bitty pan car, super fast. They run on a 1S lipo, 13 to 10.5 motor or even mod, and yeah, so it's SJT tires. There you go. Because one thing that I don't like about running the pan cars is that they have to run a foam tire, so you gotta have a tire truer, and you gotta make the tires all nice and level, and then you chunk a tire, means a little piece comes off the side, and then you gotta glue it back on or get a new set of tires.
Okay, so quickly, what I'm going to show you guys here, just a quick picture I found. This is a 1/12 scale pan car chassis. Okay.
It's basically a wedge. It's basically a wing.
Basically a wedge. Okay, be careful, please.
That's what they call them, wedge bodies.
Yeah, and in my opinion, they're ugly as sin, and I can't stand them.
But they're so fast.
I don't care. They're ugly as sin, and I can't stand them. So they also have foam tires, which is extremely. Let's see if I can find the picture. Oh, let's go here.
And the biggest problem that I find with foam tires is that they wear down a little bit. Well, now you got to figure out what they call rollout. So it's a mathematical equation with the pinion size to the spur size to the tire size, and it gives you a number. So to keep your car going the same speed, the same torque, the same everything, so it feels the same, you have to change the gearing in your car each time the tire wears down a little bit.
Yep. And
like
you true your tires, and some guys will go in there and they'll have tire truers, and they change the diameter of their tire to get the ride height exactly where they want it.
Oh, that's the other thing you got to do. So, okay, so you get your roll it figured out. You got to change the gearing. You got to change the ride height because now the car is going down, down, down. It's a big can of worms.
If you think tuning on a normal TC car is a pain in the butt, or an F1 car or anything like that, do it on one of these things here, and then you'll be just pulling your hair out if you got any left. So they came up with a rubber tire, which is cool, but
And they've
I
been
don't want to
working on
run
it
it
for
on one of
years.
those bodies. So
They have other bodies.
they have
have
other bodies.
12.
So I
I'll quickly finish this up here.
see if I can find a picture for you. So Bugatti has a whole bunch of, or not Bugatti, Biddy Designs has a bunch of bodies that are very cool looking. Do not burp in my back again.
I never did.
You did. I can hear you burping away.
I didn't.
All right. This one's not so bad. But I like this look. No, that's not the one. That's not what I was looking at.
So
Ah.
You can't get big screen. That just takes you to a website.
I want a big screen and I want it now.
See the Biddy Designs. Here we go. So there's more of a realistic looking car. So it's more like a scale spec, but it's 1/12. Now, this is kind of like, you done? Coffee McGee. So you start off with a Mini, and your Mini is going to be your entry level rear wheel drive car. Now, Minis come in front wheel drive and rear wheel drive, but most of the fast guys are running them rear wheel drive setups. So start off with a Mini. Then the next step up from that would be to set up to like an F1 car, and that would be your next progression speed wise. And then if you want to start getting stupid fast, then you step up to 1/12 scale pan cars. And if you guys want to pay attention here, this is the part where Aaron falls and breaks his neck.
I'm trying to
Look
find
at that, eh? That dude must work out.
I used to could. I gotta. Oh, there, right in front of my face. Here it is. Aha!
There's the pan car.
And size wise, there's your Mini.
So
And
basically
then
the same.
To me,
It's a faster, smaller Mini. About same width.
So the point of it is we're wondering here if everybody's really liking this racing and we can get these rubber tires. What was the brand again? You said
SJT.
SJT.
Yeah.
Let's see. SJT. No, not Skytrain. SJT. SJT tires.
Oh, here it is. It says no truing, no gluing, no more one-run tires. That's basically what you had to do. You had to get like 5 or 6 sets, get them all the same. You run them once, and then if you left enough tire on there, you could trim it down again and go again.
Yeah, so I see here they are. Now they're not all that substantial looking.
No,
There's not much. It's more like a rubber band has been wrapped around a rim.
pretty much.
Pretty much what they look like. But they would be consistent and they would run the same, and we wouldn't have to do a whole bunch of tuning on top of. So it's something that we're tossing around the idea. Do we want to throw another class out there and have some fun with some more two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive action? Or this is where my question comes in. How many classes and how many different types of RCs are too many? Right now, if you're going to go race, you can race, let's start with minis. You could race a Euro truck. You could race a TC. That TC 21.5. You could race a TC mod. You could race a scale spec. You can race an F1.
That's what we run.
That's 5 classes that we're running right now. Now,
6.
Well, what would 6 be? This one.
Euro truck, Mini, F1, scale spec, TC, and then TC mod.
6, you're right. Okay. So, do you really want 6 classes? And if you were trying to run, like, how many cars can you run in one evening?
Not 6.
Not 6. You won't have time. So really, it comes down to how much do you... Is it a class that would be worth even attempting or not? You knock it over. You better pick up those. Those are my race cars. Don't spill the water. So anyways, this is a thought. So if you guys like that, if you guys like these, look up for GT 112 scale GT RC race cars and see if there's anything in there that you guys like. The platform that we would carry would probably be the X-Ray X12.
Yeah.
That's the only platform I would ever bring in. And Tim says you need one of every class. This is true. But how much wrenching do you want to do as opposed to driving? Because you won't have time to do any repairs.
No, that's the thing. If you can focus on like 2 cars, that's where we're gonna have the most gains. If you're out there just drive everything, well then,
Yeah,
I guess. But definitely kind of cool. I like the concept behind it.
So last week we started this, the rock tumble. So as you can hear, it's still in there.
I was laughing because I stopped by Travis's house last week and in the garage. It's just going rattle, 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 rattle.
Well, so here's the thing. The thing stopped and went sideways on the thing. And then there were bits of black rubber all over my workbench. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, yeah. It chewed away on the edge of the rubber wheel here. And there's a couple little flat spots. We've got it lined out again, and it's working fine. But
I heard that.
Tupperware. Sounds like Tupperware, man.
All right, let's zoom in and see what you got going on there. Make it bigger.
Whoa, man. That's going to be dirty.
Oh, yeah. Zoom in. I want to see the dirtiness. Oh, what a can of worms there.
It looks like cement.
Concrete
Do
soup.
this without getting it all over the place. That's what it looks like, cement pretty much.
So would this be like rock soup?
Me and my kid took a look at it.
This is when?
We were going to the cabin.
So is that why it was on there sideways?
No.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do here is we're going to drain the water out.
Oh, hold on. Did you get permission from the wife?
To do what?
To do that in your nice Tupperware?
No.
Oh, God. Let's see some. You got to take some pictures of that.
Yeah, well, we're going to rinse it here.
Pre-rinsed.
Okay, give me one of those towels. We did not get permission to use these towels.
Oh, you're in trouble, man.
Yeah, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. We need a bigger bucket, bud.
Of what?
Well, because we're going to try and rinse these. So I'm going to put this back in here. There's nothing left in there. So this started off with the course, and all that's left in here is a little bit of, it almost looks like milk. Turn this on here. Come here, used everything. Turn it on. It looks like cement, basically. But the kind of really sharp, gritty stuff is gone.
Gone.
Yeah, okay, you put that over on that table there for now. Now they recommend doing it this way. Well, here, let's do this first. Okay, we'll take this towel, set her down. We need to take this. Take that. Go out that door. Take it up to the top and dump it in the driveway.
Yeah, no, I'd rather just go upstairs and dump it.
No, you can't dump it in this. We'll dump it in the toilet then.
You didn't say
Or dump it outside.
Look like when you flash.
Travis?
Hey?
Didn't it say not to put it down the sink?
Yeah, it says not to put it down the sink.
So does that include toilet?
No, toilets are different.
Oh,
The reason they don't want you to put it in the sink is because there's a water trap in there. It's the same thing with ceramics. So when you're doing ceramics and stuff, it's got like a powder, all the glazes and stuff are powdery, and it
Yeah.
ends up settling down on the bottom of the water trap, and then it slowly plugs up and it hardens as it sits there. So this is the same stuff. It'll sit in the bottom of your water trap.
pack in there. Okay. Where's the toilet? Just like pow to the septic system.
Yeah, and we all know why toilets do that. So,
Yeah.
wha-bam!
So I'm working on Wayne's car here.
Wayner's car?
Wayner's car. The driver formerly known as Chicken Wayne. So he's got the XR10 Pro in here, which is awesome. We're gonna run some hobby wing motor in there and see what we can get this thing doing.
Mm-hmm. So, educate our viewers a bit here. That is a just stock XR10 or a just stock G 2.1 motor. So
Yes.
that means it's a fixed timing, right?
Yeah.
On the motor itself. However, if you have an adjustable timing ESC,
You can't do it.
you can't do it.
No. That makes it non-blinky.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
It'll still work though.
You could still add more timing through the ESC, but it's not allowed for racing.
According to the rules, you're not allowed.
Yes. But it can be done.
Yes. That's what I was getting at. Whether or not you can actually make it work still.
Yeah. It'll do it, but
it'll do it
legally.
Oh, there go our vicious guard dogs. Okay, well, while we're waiting here, I'm going to show you guys something else. Let's share.
Yeah.
Can you tell George rinsing it out? There's still glitter in there.
There's still glitter in there? Yeah, that's going to be the... All right. Okay, I'll show you guys this stuff in a minute here. Let's make this bigger again. Okay, so now we got this, which I don't know if you guys can see is kind of still shiny in the bottom.
Ooh,
so that's what's
metallic.
Yeah, kind of metallic-y. So we'll put this in here, and we will rinse a few of these rocks. Okay, so we got some rocks here. Now, these were all pretty jagged. The most jagged one was this guy. This guy here was really jagged when we threw it in there. Are you knocking things over?
No, I want to see the.
So this one here is all the rough edges are really starting to smooth off on it. There's not a sharp edge on there anymore.
Huh.
Wow.
So that's that one.
There's that one.
This one's actually got a bit of a clear, shiny look to it almost already.
Wait a minute. Okay, good. It still has the stuff, type gold stuff in it.
So this one here is pretty. There's no sharp edges on it at all. It's just a little wet still.
Put it on the plate.
Where was the other one that you really liked?
Stop chewing on
This one?
What?
Yeah, most of these are. They're just. It's really taken all the sharp edge because some of this stuff was jagged, broken rock when we first put it in here. Yeah.
Whoa, one like that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in here.
Cool.
Like this one here. rounded it all off.
Chilling.
And some of the ones that have some color to them.
Some has,
Oh yeah, it's got speckles to it. Eh?
yeah, there's more.
And this one's got some speckle to it.
This one's
I like
bigger.
that. Oh, cool. Whoa, this feels like rubber.
And this one has more speckles.
Yeah, they all have a little bit of a.
Speckles.
They all have a little bit of a soft texture to them now.
What the heck?
What the heck?
Yeah.
Let's see that one. Oh, yeah, this one's a pink. I don't even know what type of rock this is. This one here's got a. It's almost clear. You can almost see through it.
I'm gonna grab a towel.
Yeah, right there. Take that towel and let's lay it out on something. Grab that table. Grab that
Maddox.
table, bring it over here. Lay that towel out. We'll lay all these out on the towel and take a picture, and then I can put them on. So some of these rocks came from
Almost driveway.
Alma's driveway. Some of them came in this kit. Some of them were just ones that Keenan has collected. And they're starting to get a shine to them now. Some different
Yeah, from like
color to them, basically.
seashell.
It's from seashell?
No,
Dad.
there's just ones.
This is before and this is after.
Let's see. Okay, that's kind of. Let's do this one. This one's more of an after. Okay, this one here is what it looked like. Jagged, sharp edges. This didn't get put in.
Ooh.
And this is what it looks like after it was put in. Now, this is only stage one, though. So this is 7 days of going with the rough, with the coarse grit in it. Right?
Yep.
Now, the next step up from this one, and this one's actually still got some metal. You can see it very good here or not. It's kind of hard to see. There's a metal fleck in here. There's like a vein going through this of that fool's gold.
Like this one's more vein of like normal vein looking tape.
This one's out here.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like an eye thing. Wow, interesting.
Cool. That's a small rock.
Well, here's a clear one.
Looks like
Okay, so I'll give you these ones I've already dried off. You can put them, lay them out there on that towel, so that I don't drop them all on the floor. So they've got a little bit of a dull appearance to them now because they're only done stage one of the polishing phase.
oh, we dropped one.
Dropped on.
Yeah, your one that you said you liked. No, I never said I liked this one.
And most of the ones we got left in here are little guys. This one here looks like it's almost clear.
Dad, look at that one. Look at that thing.
Yeah. So when that shines up, it's going to look really cool. This one here is actually somewhat clear. It's almost like a piece of glass. You guys can see that. Here you go, King.
This
Oh,
one is like
cool.
foggy glass.
Yeah. This one's got,
Yeah, you could actually see through it. See that?
yeah. This one here has rock. And then it's got that same kind of clear glass on the other side.
Look at the tiny
So
one.
these were all just rocks that he collected. And then after putting them through the polisher for a bit here, they're starting to actually show some different characteristics. Yeah, that's cool. Lay them all out there so I can take pictures. And don't sort them out. Just lay them all out because we're going to put them all back in the drum here in a minute anyways.
Yeah.
We can't use. I'm guessing we can't reuse the paste.
No, now we go to a different stage of paste.
Oh.
So there was coarse grit was the first one we used. The next one,
Here. Never mind, I got it.
the first one is coarse, which we've used now. Now we've rinsed it off. Make sure these are all. What are you messing with?
Just looking at that.
Yeah, that goes on that winch for this. Nope. I haven't rinsed those yet. Gotta rinse them.
I have a towel I can do it with.
No, I'm just gonna dump some more water on these. Right here. Just like this.
Already dipped it in there. This one's more like a rock from Minecraft.
Minecraft. Of course, Minecraft, right?
Badlands.
You should have got the gold pan out and seen if there's any gold in those rocks.
There be gold in them there hills.
In that whatever mixture. Little hand action.
Minecraft is a
Gold
mix
came with
of
rocks. $2,000 an ounce. Good time to be a miner.
Yeah.
Now look at this one. It didn't it's still kind
That
of
one's
sharp.
still kind of sharp, yeah. So the small ones, I thought the small ones would disappear quite a bit, but they really didn't. I mean, these guys are still here. Marble size now.
This guy's really long. This guy's the smallest.
I think
You
this
can
one's
really
the
see
smallest.
him.
I think one of these ones is the smallest this here. Look at that guy.
Oh yeah, he's the smallest. You can't even see the rock in there.
So I just know something kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Here on the live feed, if you have your volume turned off on your Facebook and you scroll across it, it has CC on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
looks like we
You can
got.
transcribe instantly.
Yeah. Yeah, this
Okay.
one looks like we dabbed pink in it.
Yeah, lots of them do. Okay, so that's those. We'll get this bucket of water out of the way now and the strainer. Okay.
Okay.
And then let's
Take a picture.
take a picture. Yeah.
I made it more clear.
Got it? I'll move that. Just take it over. Just put it on the table over there right now for a moment. Just don't spill it. No, not on top of that stuff. Put it right in the middle over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a picture of this.
Picture time.
Picture time. Picture time. Picture time.
So, Gord, those SCX 24s, they all came in that same color that we showed on the earlier film. Just so you know.
We only got one. I only got the silver or the gunmetal gray, whatever you want to call that.
Bye-bye.
The manly gray.
Well, I'm going to need your help still.
Huh?
Still going to need your help. So we need to take that drum now. We need to rinse it. Okay. Take this piece here. I can keep that here. Take that piece, rinse it out, dump it down the toilet. Okay. And bring it back half full of water.
Okay.
Okay. Did I get the metal wheelie bar? No, I did not get the metal wheelie bars yet. Because I'm waiting for them to get some reef servos. Slurry. What is the number?
And speaking of SCX 24s,
My name. Why does it say number 2 next to your name? I don't know. Why does it say number 2 to your next to your name? I don't know.
number 2?
Yeah, it says number 2 next to his name.
I don't see it.
Maybe you were the second person on.
I don't see no number 2. So SCX 24s,
Ah, yes.
the motor,
New motors we got in.
the new motors.
And we got resistors on them or something.
They have something in here. I think there's like some kind of coil to make them quieter, maybe. I don't know.
Could be. Not what was on the stock originals.
No, that wasn't on the stock one. And after closer inspection, it still is going to be running backwards. It has the negative wire going into the positive terminal, which makes the car run backwards, but with the brushes being on the shaft like this, they still have like that tendency to crumple in.
Right.
So you're still going to go through them at a reasonable rate. Run them backwards. Yeah. Just want me to open it up, but I can clearly see it's marked, so it's going to be the same as before. Unfortunately. But
This is what he's talking about. But what? They're gonna what?
But with those resistors or whatever on there, it might do something. I don't know.
It would be interesting to figure it out.
Yeah.
But this is what Gord's talking about, which is weird. I've never seen this before. Right up in here, it's got a number 2. And then Tim's got a 1, 2, 2, 2. I don't know what that is.
Huh.
I have no idea. I'm going to have to learn what that means. That is off of the Facebook side. That's very strange. It's weird. Okay, so anyways.
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay, you don't need to put the lid on. We got to put the rocks in. So I'll show you guys now more. Got water? Are you supposed to bring it back with some water in it?
Forgot.
Oh no, I forgot, he says.
We can put the rocks in and then the water?
I told him to fill it halfway with water.
We'll see what happens here. It's going to be like water mess, computer meltdown. Splash down.
Clicked on it, and this is what it shows. Anniversary follower. Interesting. That's what it says when he clicked on it.
And what's the number 1?
I don't know. But Eric's gonna have to post on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's his fancy lights. That's his last week, so.
That's the last week.
Okay, I got to show you something. You guys are into the racing. You guys are enjoying the racing. Lots of guys are going and showing up to it. I'm just going to show you guys something here that shows just how much we are not on even close to being on the same level as they are in the States.
I just saw that too.
This is a dedicated race trailer setup that these guys have because they do a lot of racing. This is by far, that's like a $50,000 trailer in the States. Like that's not full workbench, full everything.
Wow.
Bench and everything for sitting down. It's got AC.
This isn't for a club. This is for one guy.
Yeah, this is a group of guys that go together.
Yeah, group of guys.
Family, maybe. I think maybe. There you can see they have the live screen set up inside there so they can watch the race that they're attending. Carpeted in the floor and everything, and then they got their whole workbench all set up there for tuning and everything. I mean, this is next level racing right there.
Wow.
Like, that is hardcore. And there's nobody in Canada that is this hardcore.
Wow.
Like that's just color match to the truck damn near. I mean, that's pretty amazing setup. So just to put it on the level when you guys are talking about racing.
You guys thought it was fancy when I brought a table.
Yeah, right?
Brought my table.
I showed up with the trailer and then I didn't even put a table in it, and I felt pretty cool. I'm not that cool. I'm not this cool. Not this cool at all. So
wow.
That's just this Facebook group that this picture is from a group called RC Radio Control Enclosed Pit Trailer Ideas.
Ideas.
And some of these guys build trailers out of little 7-footers or everything, right? It's just amazing. Some of the ideas that these guys have. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was talking to the guy that showed up at a race there. He says as soon as you go across that border, the racing's on another level. Like people go racing, that's their life. Like they go hit the track 3 times a week and a race day every week.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to get good, that's what it takes. These guys are fast.
What is this one? Oh, a moderator is the okay. That's what the star one is in the middle. Only admins and moderators chosen by Make My Fun get this badge. I have to figure out how this works because I never even knew these badge things existed. It's totally new. I mean, it wasn't there last week, so it must have been some update that Facebook has done. Which recently there was a Facebook thing because I don't know if you noticed, but the thumbnail that we put up at the beginning for the stream here that was on Make My Fun prior to this, Facebook's computer program has cropped those images, so it's hard to read some of it because the image that I put up was YouTube size, and Facebook does not like YouTube size. They want to make it smaller, because they want to be all Facebooky and stuff.
Well, I know from the pages that I was running that you can actually turn on and off the badges on your side of things. If somebody's been there, like a top.
Yeah, but I've never put it on. I've never turned them on. I didn't turn them on recently.
Facebook knows.
So Facebook is spying on me.
So what was the number one? Did we get that one yet?
Derek, what's on number one? If you click on number one, what is it? What is it? What is it?
Number one, what does it mean?
Click it. Click it. Click it. You get top fan badge. These are just different badges you can get. That's what I'm seeing, but
yeah, top fan.
Not really showing much else. So, anyways, so that's that. Aaron, you're excited for Friday because you're going to actually see the world premiere of the new
World premiere.
X4.
The world premiere of the X4. Ha ha ha. The new X-ray car that we've seen very little about.
Right.
I'm surprised they've kept this under wraps as much as they have. They showed a little bit of the front end, and that was it. In the one video, was that 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
Yeah. So now, October 1st, they're going to release another short video probably, and probably not much more. I'm guessing.
So the only thing that I know for sure about it is that it has carbon fiber insets. So it's basically plastic wrapped carbon fiber on all of the arms and suspension components. So they're trying to benefit from all of the carbon fiber characteristics. But the problem with carbon fiber is you always had to put a little insert in there so that your ball and stuff wouldn't get any slop in it. So instead of that ball getting worn out and slipping and everything, they've molded all the plastic in so it snaps on just like the old bodywork did, or the old ball ends and stuff like that would have, except it's got carbon fiber inside it.
And they also put where the suspension mounts into, like your springs.
Yep.
That's all molded in there. If you have carbon fiber, you got to put little holes in it, which makes it weak, and then put a mount on there, which is plastic. So instead of doing that, it's just all wham bam done.
Yep. So there's that. I was going to show you guys this picture. So Spectrum has released a new motor. Make it bigger.
Much more the same as Hobbywing.
It is basically exactly the same as Hobbywing. It is just like the Fusion. You read the description about it. It actually says in the description this time that it actually has FOC. It is not referring to it as FOC like. It is FOC. So these are basically rebranded Fusion motors. Same KV ratings and everything. Oh, actually, wait. No, it might not be the same KV rating. I think it might be a little higher. Let me double check that. As soon as I make the picture go the right size. Let me make the picture go right size here. Escape. Out.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we have a 1400 kV and a 2300 kV. So yeah, they're a little different because the Hobby Wing ones come in 1200 kV and 1800 kV. So this will actually give you a higher kV rating motor. These guys. Price points are looking pretty much the same. So they're not going to be far off. You do need to program them with the same program box that is being used for programming all the other Spectrum ESCs. Pro level drag brake, FOC for field-oriented control equipped. It's got an integrated 40 amp ESC with 160 amp burst. It is 2 to 3S LiPo capable. Fully programmable with optional Spectrum ESC. Multi-point protection. Not sure what that means. Developed and designed by Spectrum engineers in partnership with industry-leading ESC and brushless motor manufacturer. Meaning, we want your motor. Let's change the kV rating so we can say we designed it.
I
Does
think
have,
it will be a little bit different.
yeah, ready to install. Has all the wired ends on it. Comes with an IC3 end already equipped. No soldering required, except for when you go to change out that end. And it does have an adjustable BEC from 6 volt to 7.4 volt. You will be able to update the firmware in it through the Spectrum programming box. And it has a limited 1-year warranty. So it works out to be about a 550 size can when it's all put together and on there. And then they came up with some other shiny new stuff here.
Ooh.
Other thing they came out with was this guy. Make you bigger.
So the all-in-one unit.
Yep.
It's a 550 or 540.
It's basically a 550 can.
550 can, but the internals are like a 540 or
Yeah, the internals are 540, and then on the end of it is where the ESC board and everything is added.
There I go.
So it basically goes to the same size. Nope, not yet, because we got to put this in. Okay, you got water? Okay, bring me some rocks. Put them in slow. Don't drop them. Slowly.
So it's kind of like how the Tesla motors are in the cars. They got one half the motor is motor, the other half is the speed control.
Yep, pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah.
So then they came out also now, they've come out with this 16 turn 5-pole. So just like Reedy in their radon. And then why can't I make this picture bigger? So they have a 16 turn, they have a 20 turn, and now they also have a
80 turn 3 slot.
yeah, and they have a 35 turn 3 slot and an 80 turn. Like I can't 80 turn 3 slot is going to be slower than slow.
Could you imagine the guy running the wire on that? If he hand wound like 1, 2, very good, 80.
Yeah. So I mean that's new releases just came out of Spectrum. They're all available for pre-order right now. I have not ordered any of them because they literally showed up when I got home. So, yeah, that's the new stuff from them. And then we got this guy. This is the new J Concepts High Rock Z.
That's pretty cool. It's a drag racer. It's a drag racer.
It is a drag racer. You're right. So this is meant to be our new IROC. New Jag car.
Just copying everyone else, right?
Sure.
What do you think about it? You got some more pictures of that thing? Is it better?
Not a lot more pictures of it. I can find some pictures off of J Concepts website, but I can't download those pictures so that we can look at them. I have to go to their website. When you scroll over it, it does that magnified thing.
Oh, I hate that.
It does have a bumper on this one, so this can be used in Eliminator class. or in the no prep street eliminator. Eliminator. Big word like mayonnaise.
The eliminator. Well, one thing I do like about that is they can put some hood candy on that hood.
It's a bigger word than mayonnaise.
Is there anyone? Yeah, folk sounds like an indoor sword, like a sword. Yes. Is there anyone arranging indoor drag racing? No, absolutely not, because everybody who runs indoor complains because they can't drive straight and they smash them against the wall and then they get mad because their pretty car got destroyed. Is that all of it?
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much.
Too much water.
So let's take some of this and some of this. Let's make this like this. Perfect. Okay, now we are supposed to put the next grit in here.
Well, another thing for indoor drag racing, to have something big enough and long enough.
Yeah, we can't find a space to do indoor on-road racing without paying through the butt. There's nowhere long enough or clean enough to do it.
Another thing too, for doing indoor, you need to have something down for the surface as well, because I don't think a lot of places like to have marks left on the floor.
Pour in package marked fine. Okay, so this one says fine grit.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's going to go in this. So this will be going in for another 24 hours. So yes, it would be awesome to be able to do indoor drag racing, but down on the coast they tried to set that up for the guys down there, and it really was not very well received.
No.
Which was kind of disappointing because I think they ran it on carpet though, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Which might have been part of the problem there.
Yeah, but that's pretty much your only choice you got. Like, what else are you going to put it on? Oh, yeah. What's that stuff you got there?
This is the fine grit powder.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you want to do indoor racing, you might as well get yourself a touring car or a Euro truck and really have some fun.
Yeah, I mean, even where we're racing. So right now we're racing indoor on road for just TC, and the space that we have is basically a gymnasium. That gymnasium, we have the carpet out and it's 80 feet long. You need 132 feet just to have the drag strip. Never mind your shutdown section, which would be another 70 or 80 feet, depending on the way some guys drive. You might need another 200 feet to shut it down.
Even at 66 feet, you're not going to have enough to slow down.
No.
Because you have to have a staging area and the tree set up. That's going to take minimum 4 feet.
Yep.
Bare minimum. You probably want 6 feet. So, that 80 feet gets shot down pretty quick. Gets chopped right down to like nothing.
So the only thing we've ever found that's even close to working for that was like a hallway type setup in some larger places. And then there's always a doorway or something in the way. It's not wide enough for 2 cars. There's just no way. It's just not feasible. I can't
almost
see
nice
it
spot
ever.
Armstrong, but they cut the building's in 2 pieces, so you gotta thread the needle and go through the doorway.
Yeah, which is that's where hey, by all means, you guys want to do that. I'd love to sell more parts and more trucks and more cars. I'd love it. But I won't race there. You guys can race there.
I'll watch.
There you go, man. Okay, well, you'll take that upstairs and we'll put it on the tumbler when we get it.
Yeah. So I'll put it on the table.
So it covers parking lot. The only problem with that is temperature.
Okay, take that and dump it out too, please.
Maddox.
Thank you. Maddox. Come help your brother carry this upstairs.
So yeah, you'd have it covered. You wouldn't have any traction. Doesn't matter what you got. It's so cold.
Yeah.
So cold. And yeah, when we were out was it last week?
Yep.
Or the week before? The week before.
At that new place?
No, when we were out driving some on-road.
Oh yeah. Our
So
hands are
bloody
getting
cold. Everybody was so cold, and their hands are freezing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just actually kind of made it unenjoyable.
It did.
So
It did. Everybody was just like, "Yeah, I think I'm done." Are you doing this again? Because I'm probably not going to show up.
So this is I'm going to show you guys these. These are a new tire that came out from J Concepts. The Tusk Scale Country. They have another one that looks kind of like a swamper bogger almost. This one here looks a lot like the Mickey Thompson Pro X's. It's got that kind of an interesting looking lug to it. But these are sub 4-inch tires. These are very, very short tires. These are meant for the guys that are running
Scale
scale
in the
setup.
country.
Yeah, the trail truck tires, right?
Scale country 19.
You could climb some rock with it, but you're not going to get that articulation. Well, you get the articulation maybe, but you're not going to get the clearance that you get out of a 475 and stuff like that. But these are not directed to the people that want that. These are directed to the people that are wanting.
Ooh, that zoom.
Yeah.
Look at that lug on the side of it. It has like little grooves on the side of the lugs.
It's an interesting pattern in the middle, eh?
Yeah.
It's kind of tapered here. You can see like it's almost like a 3D printed looking design. The way it's layered.
It's like when you go on Google Maps and you look at the train.
Yeah. see how it's all layered there?
So
and then the side lugs. And I think it was at 3.83, I think is what that says.
Yeah, so it looks like. So what kind of train do you think that'd be good for? Like rock, dirt?
I think that these tires would work very good up around Ellison. Just because there's a lot of edges on there, so I think it'll get and they're not tall lugs, so they're not going to fold over. I think they'd work at Becker. I think what you're going to see is this tire working. They're going to put this out for a little bit, see the popularity of it is. And then next thing you know, they're going to release it in bigger sizes and a bunch of different sizes. Yeah.
2.2s.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
By video games, I meant Rookie League.
It's okay, just do it quietly. I don't play video games. They don't have school tomorrow. They didn't have school on Monday either. Kids these days, they don't ever go to school anymore. What's up with that?
Well, it sounds like they gotta get some lessons from good old Paul.
He's dying.
Hairball?
Yeah, that fur ball? That fur ball you're hacking up or what?
I don't know.
Not sure. Sorry, that's pretty much really the new stuff that came out recently. There's not a lot of really cool stuff. I do have information about SCX 24 tires being released by Proline. Proline is releasing a set of 1-inch beadlock rims with Hyrax tires pre-mounted. They come as a set of 4. It is an actual functioning beadlock rim. There's only pictures I've seen are pictures that came from last weekend's Proline by the Fire. They haven't actually released them. It's just kind of like leaked photos. And also pictures that are also I've seen of a K10. So it's basically a Chevy step-side body. Same one that, basically a 1/24 scale version of the 1/10 scale one they already make. So
just put in the shrink ray and they're good to go, right?
Put that in the shrink ray. Zappy. In there. And there. So I missed out on Sunday last week.
Yeah, you did.
So Jesse came up from the coast.
Yeah.
How was that?
Good. It's good to get back on the track. We said what Travis was talking about was the on-road racing. was good to get back on the track, get racing again, get some racing in before everything gets shut down again, because I assume that's going to happen again with all these reports of the COVID running rampant in Saskatchewan.
And every other province. Pretty
Happens.
much. Yeah.
So for everybody that didn't show up, you missed out. Getting back on the carpet, like, man, it was awesome. It's been almost a year for us because I think we got shut down end of November, maybe. I think it was December.
Yeah, I think you only had like 3 or 4 races in, and then they called the season because COVID restrictions got slapped on.
Yeah, and then we could only have like
Yep.
10 people there, and that was it. It was like, yeah, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, and then it got super lame,
Yeah.
and everybody just said, forget it. So this is where I'm kind of laying on the thing where if it did go that way, where we couldn't go into the gymnasium, the location in Armstrong's not a indoor facility, really. It's got a covered parking lot, kind of more, in my opinion.
In your opinion.
So I would fudge it that way
Well, right now,
because race car.
the way I read because there's all these speculations, right?
Yeah.
So right now, if it's 50 or more people in a building that can be at least 50% capacity and hold that amount of people, you have to do the COVID card scanner. So you got to download some kind of app and then the QR scanner and scan people's double vaccinated stuff. However, 49 and less, you don't
need
to
it. So the COVID scanner is called the BC Vaccine Card Verifier.
Verifier.
And I have it on my phone just because I just wanted to see how hard it was to get it. It is basically, it uses your camera. You zap it across whatever card it is that the person shows. It pops up their names, goes all green if they're vaccinated or whatever, says yay, good to know or not. But Aaron, you brought up a good point there last time we were talking about this. Nowhere have I seen any regulations yet that say anything about what you're supposed to do if the person does not have a valid vaccine card.
Well, I think I looked at the ones. If it's 50 and over, that person's not supposed to enter the event.
Well, whose job is that?
Didn't say I can deny them services. It just says that they shouldn't enter.
It just says that they're not supposed to enter.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a can of worms there. A little bit.
However, if we limit it to 49 or less, we're good.
Yep.
Just don't show up if you're sick.
Don't show up if you're sick. Don't show up if you're barking. That being said, my kids are in school, and Maddox was pointing out, he said that his class is like 23 people, and the past couple days there's been maybe 17 kids.
Yeah.
Like there's a large percentage of kids that are staying home sick or whatever the reason they're not there, but they're just not there. So weird.
But we still have to there's still a questionnaire you have to fill out saying that if you have any of these symptoms, and you sign your name at the bottom, and we keep it for record for 6 months, and then
Yep, I can see it all.
Yeah. But that being said, racing was awesome. Can't wait to do it again. Next one is 2 weeks after Thanksgiving weekend. Originally, we had it kind of planned loosely around Thanksgiving weekend. A lot of times it's hit or miss. Either people are around or they're not. And this year, they're not. So our core people aren't going to be there, so we're not going to run Thanksgiving weekend.
Our core people weren't there last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. That's all that matters.
Well, you have to be there. You're the guy who makes all the computers go beep, beep, boop, boop.
It's pretty easy. I don't know. Like,
No.
pretty easy.
Nope.
Like, even
Like,
the tracks is system.
You made me run it once try to run it at the silly Watkins street heat. And the screen went all weird. I'm like, Aaron, what the hell? So, yeah.
I think I actually did something to it that made it do that.
You sabotaged it.
I sabotaged it.
See?
I'm
I
pretty
knew it.
sure I did.
I knew it.
I can't remember what the heck it
Anybody who
was.
doesn't know, Aaron is the computer whisperer when it comes to anything RC and computer related. Like if you have a Traxxas timing system for drag racing, Aaron is this guy right here is the only guy who seems to be able to make them work all the time. Everybody else would rather field kick them through a goalpost.
Well, even for Tim there.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. Frustrating.
Tim phones me up. Yeah, it's not working. I'm like, okay, do this.
What do I do?
Did that already. Okay, let's try. We'll go step by step. We'll do it again, and then pow, it works. Love it.
Well, this makes some guys happy. Futaba has released a new drift car gyro.
A new what?
Drift car gyro.
Drift car gyro.
Yeah. Show you guys a picture of it here. This is the new gyro from Futaba. So if you got a drifter and you run a Futaba radio, and a lot of the times guys are finding that if you stay with similar branded electronics, you then have less glitchiness and smoother. Everything just seems to work. So if you like Futaba radio, the 7PX or anything like that, you can run this gyro and you probably won't have a bunch of grief. I know Sanwa has one as well. Yokomo makes their own. Yokomo doesn't really make radios that are worth the crap. They do make some servos. So generally their servo and the gyro, if you use the same brand, they seem to work good together usually.
Yeah.
Rule of thumb, that is the way to do it. So, yeah, there's that. I'm going to start working on a body here in a minute. Yeah, racing. Yokomo. Just looking to see what else is new, shiny stuff that's been released. There are 100 cargo ships sitting off of the coast of California waiting to get unloaded right now. So if you're wondering where your RC stuff is, probably there.
Jesus.
Like 100. And you figure some of those cargo ships hold close to 20,000 containers each.
20,000?
20,000. I think that's what was on that Ever Given one or whatever.
Well, have you seen the picture of the container ship shipping container ships that ship container ships?
No.
Oh, that's impressive.
I haven't seen that picture, but now I'm thinking I want to go see it. Damn you, Aaron.
Yeah, you actually kind of do want to see it.
No, I'm going to have to start to hack and find.
I think that's what it's called. It's called container ships shipping container shippers. Yeah.
I hate you. Container
shipping container shippers. It's gonna be totally worth it. You gotta see this. You're gonna have a holy crap moment.
No, I don't think I looked it up right. I did find a bunch of ships that are falling over.
Okay, Google, search container ship shipping container ship shipping container ships.
And Google looks at you and goes, "What the hell are you on?" And
No, I just get Traffic Jam.
Google says, "You're on crack."
It's crazy. I'm gonna find it here. I just gotta.
Yeah, and you have to find it because you said it
Have to find
exists. Now you have to find it. This is your task. You have one job.
Container ship, shipping, container ship, shippers. Images. Where's? Oh, there it is. Is that it there? No, that's a barge full of them.
It doesn't matter which one it is. Every single container ship picture I look at, there has got to be thousands of containers on each one of these, and there's 100 ships sitting outside, floating around.
And so that's Travis.
Ryan, send me a picture.
I sent you a picture.
Obviously, Ryan has another body that he's painted because he's ragging up the stuff here. Ding, ding. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta find you here.
Oh, this is a better one here.
Oh, yeah.
I'll share that image too with you. There's one even more massive than the ones I'm sending you.
Well, there's no containers on these, but that's a ship carrying a bunch of ships. That's a lot of ships.
But the other one I had those ships with ships on them.
There we go.
It was just ridiculous.
That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah, so the one that I seen was something similar to that, the base ship. Or was it that ship with other ships? I don't know. It was colossal. So it had the regular ship that has the containers. And those were stacked across a deck of a ship that moved them. Like, look at that. Just stack them up.
Just a little dinghy. Just a couple little dinghies.
Jesus. Yeah, so what I'm talking about was those ships with other ships on them, on top of another ship that ships them.
Barking spider over there. Those are huge. Oh, what are you painting, Ryan, that is on point? Send me a picture. Send me pictures. I want to see pictures.
Way better than Tamiya.
Way more better.
Way more better.
Way more better.
Oh, God. Here we go. I don't need that.
Oh, I don't see it now. Where is there? You sent me that picture. I'll wait till he sends me a picture. He's going to send me a picture. I know he is. Nope, don't see it. Okay.
Okay. And now what were we doing now? I can't remember.
Well, now I'm going to start cutting a body because, you got me thinking about wanting to race, and I don't want to race a pink body anymore.
No?
No. I don't want to race a pink body. Just can't do it. Not going to do it. So now I got to remember how to cut this whole body thing out and do all this part. Trim things and not screw the body up while I'm doing it.
Well, don't screw it up.
And take all this excess plastic off of my 720. Oh, of those 112 scale platforms that you were talking about.
Yeah.
There is a Biddy Design 721.
There is.
There is.
So for them to produce those bodies, there has to be racing somewhere in the world that they're doing that with.
Probably in Italy. Probably in Italy or something like that.
Somewhere. No.
No, Gord's got more pictures of his garage here. Let's see. There's Gord's garage. Oh, nope, wrong one. Oh, yeah, I got the oversized banners hanging up there and some decals. Those look cool. What do we got here?
Health Canada.
Yeah. We just got more of the same pictures here. Oh, yeah, there's the other side of the garage. Okay, I see. See. And there's his RC four-wheel drive puzzle that he put together. Hanging on the wall there.
That's the size of it?
Yeah. Tiny little sucker.
Wow.
No, did you stick it together on tape or did you put it together with Mod Podge? Oh, Jordan, you're late. What the hell? Slacker.
That's why he wasn't answering those questions we're asking him.
Oh.
Like, listen to me.
Listen to me. Okay, well, Jordan, you're here. So I was going to ask you a couple questions about what you've got going on this weekend. Tell me what you're doing, because I know what you're doing. Not everybody else knows what you're doing.
I don't know what he's doing.
Or does Jordan even know what he's doing? Because he might just be that burned out and tired that he doesn't have a clue what he's doing anymore. He could just be like, I quit. I give up. I'm tired. I can't do this anymore. You guys are driving me nuts. And I'm going to go play with my tiny trucks.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
This is working like a sucker. And then they have Camp and Crawl. So this weekend coming up is Camp and Crawl. It is being held at Hydraulic Lake. It starts on Saturday, I believe. Friday, Saturday. It's kind of a whole weekend ordeal. I will not be there. I have been stuck with some other obligations again. However, I saw some posts from Graham and them. It looks like Hydraulic Lake is going to be a pretty interesting location to hold some crawler stuff at. So, hope everybody has some fun. And I hope to see lots of really cool pictures.
Last, 2 years, 3 years, it's been at in Vernon?
It's been the last several years. It's been held, I think almost every year it's been held at Ellison. So now, Aaron.
Yes.
When I'm cutting the body out,
yes.
Are there rules with scale spec as to which body lines I need to follow that people should know about?
Do you have two lines on that one?
Yes, kind of. There's 2 lines on the front bumper. There are no lines on the side, and there are no lines at the back. They're kind of there's a big wing on the back. It's kind of open on the back, actually.
Yeah, it should be a little bit open, but not too open. I think they are 10 mil of openness on the back in the bottom corner. I think that's what it is, 10 mil.
Like, I kind of want to leave the molded 720 in here because it looks cool, but then it's going to make the ground effects just terrible.
Where's that 5 mil? Yeah, certain lines are allowed back for air going out the back. They're supposed to limit a lot of things that they don't have limits on for touring. It's supposed to slow it down a bit. Also, the rear wing. The rear wing can only be 10 mil high.
10 mil?
There's probably 2 lines on the rear wing, which there always is. There's your
Just
level,
cutting
and then
Just cutting the rear wing off right now because it's molded into the back side. Do I want a wing on this? So yeah, you're right. There's 2 lines on that wing.
Yep.
And so you're saying I got to do the lower of the 2?
yes, that is the legal limit.
The legal
Also-
limit.
Also, what I found too is with trying to run the cheater wing, the bigger, taller one,
Mhm.
it changes the handling of the car.
Well,
So it
isn't
made-
the lower one supposed to change the handling of the car as well?
Well, yeah. So I had too much rear wing, so when I cut mine down, it worked better.
Really?
Yes.
I'm just going to cut this really rude and crude here just to get all this excess crap out of my way.
Yeah. When I cut my bodies out, I usually make at least 3 passes. You know, do the first cut, the rough cut,
to get
and then
down
the
to
final cut when you get nice and close.
the pieces that you're trying to get to, and then work your way finer and closer to the lines.
That way you don't have a bunch of stuff getting in the way of the scissors when you're trying to go and hitting your hands and binding up.
So, Jordan, do we have a sneak peek from you as to what you are taking to said camping crawl? Or are you going to make us suffer and wait to see pictures? Which I fully expect to see pictures. I want to see lots of pictures of everything. Oh, yeah. Did you give away your 124 scale table? That's the other thing I wanted to know.
He was giving it away.
Well, he was donating it to a just cause, aka somebody who was going to utilize it more than him. Because he wanted his garage back.
It's wintertime.
It's wintertime. You need your garage. You need your garage so you can do, garagey things in said garage.
I use garage for garage purposes.
Scott's only listening. Where are you driving to? You're not supposed to be driving around and listen. You're supposed to be stopped, parked, pulled over on the side of the road, and listening intently to Aaron and his tomfoolery.
Why? Why listen to me? I'm crazy.
I guess we know.
So Scott missed out last weekend.
Yeah. They both missed out.
We both missed out. And just so Crystal knows, we do have other women in our club that race as well.
Who also missed out last weekend. So you could have been the fastest girl in the club last weekend, Crystal. Just saying.
Yeah. But the next one, you're going to have some competition.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There'll be some competition going down in the minis.
The minis.
In the mini class.
Oh, that was the thing I was going to ask you. You got any extra ball ends, you think? Or newer ball ends for the Tamiya?
Anything I had was in that box that you have.
Okay.
Um,
I just need to find said box then.
However, I think
That
you
should
have
be
some
hard.
X-ray stuff at the store. You could always upgrade to X-ray,
Ooh.
like the one that Scott has.
What, Scott's has X-ray stuff on it?
Yeah,
No wonder it's so stupid fast.
it has X-ray ball ends and stuff on it.
Mm,
That's all you get. 10 mil.
Jesus, that's almost like a waste of time to cut a wing.
But
It just feels somewhat not satisfying. Like
what is
at
the
all.
scale? It'd be scale spec action right there.
I was going to cut that, clean it up more, but I need to get that extra millimeter of wing clearance out of it. So I noticed that there's kind of like an abrupt 90-degree edge on this.
Yeah.
Might need to curve that a bit, eh? Don't want to cut your precious carpet.
No. Precious.
So, Jordan, what are you taking to the comp? What are you gonna run? You gonna run your Yoda, or you gonna bring something else that's a little bit more substantial? Inquiring minds want to know.
Send us some pictures. I want to see some pictures of what you got. What do you got going on?
Yeah.
What are you bringing? Show me
What do
the
we got?
pictures.
Show me what you got. Oh, there's a few things as satisfying as that last little bit of cut. Easiest way to go faster is paint it red. Show me. Show me. Send me a picture, Ryan. Show me a picture. I want a picture.
No. I can call him right out on that one. Show me red is faster.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. I see what you did there.
You see what I'm going there?
Ah, I see what you
You
did
come
there.
out and you show me how fast red is.
Yeah.
Show me red is faster. I think a lot of people think red's faster because of Ferrari.
Maybe.
Get some Ferrari red going. However,
I think lots of people think black is faster because of Murder Nova.
he's not the fastest though.
Okay, then white.
Fireball Camaro, he's red.
Fireball.
Fireball Camaro,
Fireball Camaro.
little Street Outlaws action. But to be fair, I think that a racing stripe is faster.
Well, it has to be. It's in the name.
It's a true story.
It's in the name. Racing stripe. It's
Well,
in the name.
I think it gives you like an arrow which way your car's going, you know? Gives you an extra visual of which way your car's actually going. That's
Crystal's got a question for you.
Can you run any body on scale spec? Scale spec is pretty much anything that's not a touring body or a wedge body. So wedge body is like the 12 scale.
Ugliest thing. Yep.
And touring, another ugly thing now. So other than that, you can run anything. I know that there's some bodies that aren't fast that look cool. You can run some of those, or you can run a faster body.
So it all really has to do as to how competitive the class really is. If you're really concerned about speed, then you can run one of those bodies that's scale spec category still, but is technically not scale anything and looks like a slightly warmed up turd.
That's what
as
you're
far as
running.
I'm concerned. But it
Not
might
like
be really fast and aerodynamic.
You've got 720 in your hands right now.
Well, the 720 looks like a McLaren 720-ish.
Ish.
I'm talking about those ones that look like wedges that are funny looking headlight, funny looking windshields, and
Oh, you're talking about touring car.
yeah, touring car bodies are hideous. But there's a couple
Yeah.
that are. Oh, shut up, dogs. And I guess the other question, Crystal, what body do you want to run? Is a better question. Is
Yeah.
there one you want to see? So Jordan's taking his Cross, his Yoda, and 3 SCX 24s. Ryan has sent me some pics, and Jordan has sent me some pics. Okay, so carry on and talk, and I will find these pics.
Cool. So, SCX 24s for the camp and crawl. That should be interesting.
Oh yeah, I'll
But
do his
I remember seeing some pictures from last year's camp and crawl, and somebody had like a little city, little town built up.
Yep.
Like going
That
all
was,
out.
most of that town was built by Matt Harris, who does like amazing building work.
Is Matt Harris the one that makes the rails?
The rails?
Yeah.
No, that's you're thinking Matt Goritz.
Oh, also a
That
Matt.
matters. Another Matt. You're right. It is a Matt, but not the same Matt. Different Matt.
Different Matt.
Different Matt. Okay, hold on a second here. I just got to get this one little cut here.
Oh god.
So, I
Is that-
can't get it off my thumb. There we go.
So that rear wheel of your car there, Travis.
Yes.
I think there's a wing end plate in there.
Yes, there's two, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, don't lose those. You want those.
Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
They add stability.
Stability.
Yeah.
Stability. Okay.
They're
I'm gonna
small,
make this
but
bigger.
it works.
I'm gonna make his picture bigger here because it didn't.
Oh, wrong way.
How would I make it bigger? I'm hitting the big button, and it's making it smaller.
Oh, it's making the icons bigger.
It doesn't seem to matter what I do. That picture does not want to get any bigger than regular. There. How about that?
Okay.
That's the best I can get. So this is the cross. And another angle of the cross.
Those tires look pretty beefy on there.
Yeah, those look to me to be a set of Voodoo KLRMs. That should perform pretty decent. Those look like they would be the tires that came with the cross to start with.
Is that some wood grain side panel?
Yes.
I love
That's
it.
a Woody. It says Griswold on the back.
Oh, Jesus.
See that?
That's
hard
awesome.
to read. Hard to read with a little picture, but
Man, that's awesome.
Quick Fusion. That was the other one for earlier. But yeah, that is
Love
a
the
demon.
wood
I
grain.
have that pretty close to that same body, but I don't have the hard body. I have the Lexan version of that body, which is the other one that I'm going to finish building. And my reasoning for that is I like it to be light. I don't like them to be stupid heavy. So
Don't like the rollover action.
I don't like rollover action. No. And let's see, what is Ryan painting? Whoa.
Great.
So he says red is bastard, but he's painting it green.
Is that the Mortician body?
No. This is a Gravedigger look body to me. Because the Mortician does not have this rounded front end. I believe this is the J Concepts panel wagon one, I think.
Are you like 15?
Can't remember which body it was, but I think it's been hanging up at the store for a bit.
Looks nice.
It'll be a good comp crawler build. This is going on, I believe, on Ryan's knuckle dragger that he was building. And then these are the buildings you were talking about.
I'm just gonna be the
Yeah, so here's the lookout tower that he built. And there's some shots of vehicles parked in them with, he's got them all fully lit up with LEDs and everything. There's the Nug Shack. Yeah. So you guys have to realize this tower here, when you're standing by it, comes up to a little bit past your waist. So it's almost 4 feet tall. I think this actually brings it up to 4.5, maybe 5 foot mark, right where the beacon, where the light is. It's tall. Very tall. Scale picnic table. If you're into that kind of stuff and you really like to see the scale stuff, then make sure you go out to Hydraulic Lake this weekend and check it all out. because there will be a bunch of guys there. I know there are limitations to how many people they're allowed to have or whatever, and entries, and I think they were doing that kind of stuff. But nobody ever stopped anybody from going out for a little Sunday drive. So, you know what I'm saying? You just might not be able to participate because that would be limited entries, but they can't really stop people from going and looking at things outside. So I know there's people who want them to, but that would never happen. So many body lines on this thing. Holy. Oh, it looks fast. It looks racy. It looks so racy. So you want me to keep these little wingy thingies here?
Yes. You're going to thank me later. Because that's going to give you some front line stability. Or straight line stability, I should say. And it does make a difference. Surprisingly.
This looks to me, by the molding, the way it's done here, I do believe that the mold that they are using for making these bodies, the way this plastic has like a bit of a grainy texture to it, almost lines. I don't know if you guys can see it very good or not, but there's lines in there. Makes me think that the actual mold that they're using for vacuum forming this is actually 3D printed. But it looks
Probably.
like
Wouldn't put it past it. That's how the F1 wings are. The one brand that came out with them.
So what's everybody's take on the new SCX 10.3 Bronco?
Oh man, I like it.
Perli Bronco. I
That's
liked
all.
it. I was very impressed with the suspension, the way it was working on there. It was actually
That's the what's that? That's the non
non-portal version.
non-portal, yeah. Non-gateway to hell. I mean portal. I mean what?
Yeah.
I like the look of it. Look cool. Functional doors. Has some room for your Barbie and Ken to go for a ride.
I was really impressed with that, actually, looking inside there and looking to see that there's actually pedals and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
usually there's just room for you to put your guy's feet, but there's actually pedals in there that you could, depending on what their size of feet are and how long their actual body proportions are, there's actually something for them to put their feet on.
Yeah.
Which,
cool.
if you were looking for a racer style driver, that's another thing that just got released recently. Killer Body just released a clear resin, basically, driver, but he's wearing a helmet and everything. And he does have articulating joints and everything. But he is supposed to fit into a 1/10 scale chassis driver compartment nicely. So that'll be an interesting. It'd be cool to see somebody fit that guy in there and do a full-on Baja 1000 style build.
Yeah, I like
my
it.
question now is, what method or how do you guys hold your tongues when you're cutting along a body line and you don't want to screw it up? I have a feeling I'm not holding my tongue the right way.
Are you screwing it up? Don't screw it up. Don't be a dummy.
Don't screw it up. Don't screw it up. Oh, no jagged edges, so we're good there. No jagged edge there, so we're good there. Yeah. Oh, my thumb. God, I hate cutting looks down when that happens. Put some more pictures here. Gord's doing some modifications on this would appear to be what is that guy? That looks like that was the chassis you got from Jordan a while ago. Is that your SCX-10-2 chassis? I think it is. I think I am correct, but I could be wrong. It did happen once before. Okay. Got one side done. Doesn't look fast. Yes, it's your 10-2. Oh, so just as we asked the question. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, so pick 10-2. Come up and be a spectator. I might be up there. So it is the mortician. You're right. It's the mortician.
Ah!
Ah.
Not bad for a race car driver.
We have basically tried something. Okay, did you get? Yeah. No, I did not paint her body yet because she's supposed to be helping me paint it. And I was getting stuff out of the garage so I could paint without covering our new car with paint. That would be a bad thing. Love the new Bronco. Better than the Traxxas Bronco. Yeah, no. I don't know. I like the older Traxxas Bronco. I just like the fact they put so much detail into that body. It's probably one of the best bodies they've ever done.
I like the newer Bronco more than like the old Bronco for the Traxxas.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this new one from Axial even better than that Bronco.
Really?
Yeah. I think that one is my favorite Bronco.
Ah. Okay, so Chris, I'm going to ask the question again since you lost service. Oh, unbelievable. Lost service. Oh. What body do you want to see in scale spec? Because you were asking what bodies we're allowed to put on, which usually is because you have a specific body in mind that you would like to run. So that was my question. What body do you want to see? And then I might be able to try and find you one. Or Aaron might have already seen one.
I have the body I want to run in scale spec. I've had it for probably 5-6 years now, but I haven't run it yet.
Why?
Well, you see, I used to have a 2000 Honda Civic SIR, so I bought the body. I wanted a cool paint job put on it, but this guy here is not that talented to do something crazy cool.
See, here's the problem with a cool paint job, and I fall victim to this all the time. Cool paint jobs crash faster than not cool paint jobs. Like every time, if I put a nice paint job on something or I put in some effort and some time, I take it out and like within 5-10 minutes, I put the sucker on its lid and it's got skid marks all over it, and I'm like, oh man.
I had that happen to me. I did some new bodies up, a brand new body at the wicks and cam loops, and just put the body on. Tried a different body. It's race day. Did the qualifying. Didn't do so well. So I'm booking it. I got to get the bump up because you get a bump, so you go for the top two, go up to the next heat of the next group of people.
Right.
Down from the A, which is fast guys, B, C, and D. I think it's down there in the D. So I'm just booking it, and I go to pass some traffic, and this guy's not letting me through, and I'm gonna lap him, and he's not doing so well, and so I finally get the move on him. He screws up. He spins out in the corner, and instead of waiting to come on the track nice and easy, he guns it. He's all in a panic that I passed him. He thinks it's just for position, bumping a lap down on the guy. Like, he's just not understanding where he is. He thinks he's faster than he is. Ends up driving his car through mine, getting it stuck in there, tearing the whole side of my car off. Like, the whole side, all the way down up to the front.
Yeah.
It was holding on. The front fender was holding the whole side on. So I had to end up finishing that race, and I got the bump. But the body was toast after one run.
Okay, I got your panel things you're talking about here.
Yeah.
Okay, now there's two on here.
Yeah.
Which one do I want?
Which one fits? I'm thinking that curved one is probably going to fit on that body.
Whereabouts is it supposed to go on this body?
Well, it goes on the rear wing.
Where did I put the rear wing?
I lost it already.
I thought you lost it. So it goes on the wing end plates there and extends it
That's
down.
a different wing. That's from a different car.
That's the back
That
wing.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to go there. Ish. Okay, we'll pretend that's there. And then you're saying I got to put this on the outside edge?
Yeah.
Or does it go down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see. I think I see where it's supposed to go. Let's try this.
Yeah.
Does this mean I have to glue things?
I usually use double-sided tape for that or some shoe goo.
So it's supposed to go up from the wing, or is it supposed to come down from the wing?
It's supposed to come down.
Okay.
And it stabilizes the air going over the body, back of the body, underneath the wing.
I get you. I think. It looks to me like it's only going to fit on one way. So
Yeah, it should only fit one way.
looks to me like it only fits on one way, and I'm sure I'll screw it up and put it on wrong, and you guys can laugh at me later. Okay, now I'm going to get this car out so I can do. Keenan, you buried me in chairs. Get my race car. Oh,
Get your race car.
get my race car. Okay.
There's the pink machine.
Yeah.
Look at it in all its glory.
It's too bad that it's pink because it's actually a fairly well painted body, considering that they did do some real ghost flame type or flames on the hood and stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, but
However, it's more pink in real life than what it shows on the screen here. It looks more kind of reddy almost,
yes,
but it's like fluorescent pink.
yes.
Has a little pizzazz.
Okay, so before I get carried away here, start doing this with these good designs. I'm going to cut these body. Is there a reason why we left these body posts this tall?
Not really.
Yeah.
Give you options. That way, when you cut those off, you just use them.
I gotta find the cutters. Oh, they're in here. Gotta figure out where my cutters went. Where did my cutters go? I have a really good, high quality set of sprue cutters. That would work really good. They're not hanging on the rack here. Maybe they're in here. Oh, there's a tire there. Well, that's weird. I'm gonna be missing all the sprue cutters all of a sudden. I've got 3 sets of them, and none of
Check
them
the
are
table
here.
behind you where your kid was working on something last. Might find it over there.
Nope, not where my kid is working on them, but maybe my wife, because she likes to see them.
Oh, never blame the wife.
Well, she steals the scissors.
No, never blame. It was never her fault. She didn't steal the scissors. That way Travis doesn't get a black eye.
She hits me. She's so mean.
I'm just working on the final steps of Wayne's car.
There's one.
So I'm putting it on the Sept station.
I make you bigger. I make you bigger. Oh, look at you.
I have a problem. Mine doesn't focus so well. Let's see, where's the focus point?
They kind of, those cameras kind of stick with the focus wherever they're at. And
Yeah, wherever I start from, that's where they're at. So here we go. Wayner's scale spec car going on the rack here. Get the final tune. It'll be good to go. There we go. Yeah.
all right, okay. Let's make this. Okay, so I actually finally get to show you guys these things. I don't usually get to use them very often. I take this off. And then I have these little guys here. These Bitty Designs body mounts. And I'm just hoping that I have these set up in the right spot.
Right. That's right. Scott's got my controller.
Scott's got your controller.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I let him borrow it when he bought that one car off me so he could rent it that night. And then he ended up giving me his wife's controller.
Ah.
Yeah. And he got in big trouble because she couldn't drive her Mini. Getting the wrong controller because it's totally different. And that's all I need to do to turn this car in.
Well, this body's going to sit noticeably lower than the other one did. It would appear that
More aerodynamic.
It's a lot lower.
Put them side by each. Really see the difference.
No,
Yeah, do it.
try to do this at an angle that you guys can actually see it. Yeah, there's the old body, and here's the new body. So
Oh.
it's a fair bit lower right on the nose, eh?
Oh yeah. Sculpted goodness.
Sculpted sexiness. Yeah, Scott says Tim has it now, and Tim says it's in his car.
Classic in Tim's car.
Everything's in Tim's car.
Is Tim back now
No.
with his big truck?
Maybe. I don't know. Tim, you back?
You back yet?
How about now? And now?
Not yet.
This body's going to be a little tricky to do because it looks like the body posts are going to go through in all of the spots.
Hold on. Hold on a second there. So your car has adjustable body posts. So on the front, I actually have one sitting right over here. So your front body post
Mm-hmm.
has a hole and it's offset. I think you got these in the front. So traditionally they go straight in there, right?
Gotta make you bigger. Hold on.
Okay.
Making you bigger. Okay, what are we talking about?
Right here. So usually the hole goes in there straight and it goes straight through. That's where the body post is. So this one's offset. So you can offset it forward or you can offset it backwards. Like
I don't
this.
think this one has that.
You're gonna have to take the front bumper apart to do it. The bumper has like 3 different settings on the front
Looks
bumper.
to me.
And also on your rear shock tower, there's little shims in there.
Yeah, those ones I see.
You can move those forward and back. Up to
Those ones I
3
saw.
mil. Yeah.
I noticed those ones, but I didn't notice anything on the front. And the back ones are the ones that are going to be the big problem here. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
won't be the end of the world. I can move those ones around. But as soon as I do that, no longer will I be able to run said pink body.
Well, you don't want to run pink body.
No, not really.
Let's be honest here. And if you bring it for practice, you should have the same thing that you're going to run on race day. Because why practice for something you're not running on race day?
Why practice with a different setup?
100%.
Yes. I get you.
A lot of people don't use tire sauce on practice night. If you plan on running tire sauce on race day, run tire sauce on practice night. That way everything's the same, feels the same. You know? Do the same thing. Do the same thing.
Okay, we're getting there.
Is it on there yet?
We're getting there.
Is it on? Show me the car.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting
Hold on.
there. You said take apart the front bumper. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Pull this top plate thing off of here.
Yep.
And then see they're held in with those 2 pins.
The turn upside down, so the bottom side.
And on the bottom side, you're right. There's some hexes in here, but I can't see what they do because the foam is in the way. I'll pull the foam off. Nope.
Or do you have straight arms in there?
I got straight ones in mine.
Got straight ones.
Straight.
Well, I got a set of offset ones if you need.
Well, we'll see. I don't think the front is really going to be the problem anyways. I think it's going to be the rear is the problem, and the rear I can adjust with taking these shims out. I'm looking at it here. If I put this on here, yeah, if I pull these shims off, it's going to bring those back posts ahead so that it's not going through right at a crease.
Yeah.
Because the front ones aren't so bad. They are just inside of a curve.
The crowd watches on. Will Travis get his body mounted? Will it be straight? Will it be crooked? Tune in next time.
It will be crooked. Damn thing will be crooked.
That's why I do a measuring technique,
Which is
which is so it's a lot of messing around, but it gets the body on there straight. So I'll measure. Here we go. On the car, I'll measure down here on the bottom, center to center.
right.
So that gives me where this post should be. Doesn't matter if they're bent or not. That's where they should be.
Right.
We compensate for that when we put the holes in the body because your holes in the body should be bigger than the post anyways. That way, when you hit something, it doesn't push on the body post. It lets the body move around, and good stuff.
Okay.
I do the same thing for the back. Find the center, which I think on the X-ray there's actually a little mold line where the center is. So you measure that, divide it by 2, and then you take your body, measure some points on it, find the center in 2 different spots, make a center line. Get center line on the front, center line on the back. And with the bodies now, how they make them, they're pretty symmetrical, so you should be easily find the center point. And then I'll put it on there. I'll find out where I want to sit on said chassis.
And then
And I take a black marker and I mark it. And it's going to be off. It always is. And this is where sometimes people get into some problems because, when the posts are up high, they're bent, they're curved in or they're curved back. Then when you put the body on, it's going to move to that side, right?
right.
So by measuring, that's where the post should be. And the further down it gets, the closer to that point it's going to be anyways. So I make little black marks and I see where the body's sitting. I'll start with the front.
Right.
I'll measure down from the windshield, make a mark. Same on the other side, make a mark on whichever of the 2 distances I think is going to be right. Make a mark, and then I measure out from center. So we got it all squared up from the windshield down, out from the center line, and a lot of calculations and measuring and marks later. You have it somewhat where you want it. So then I'll take my reamer, poke just a little hole where I think it should be on both posts, and then I'll line it up on those posts, and then I'll see how it's going to actually fit. When you ream it, you can actually push it a little bit forward and back or left or right, whatever you need it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll do the front. And then when I go to the back, I'll put it so it's just touching on the front post. So it's just poking through just a little bit. And then I'll go to the back and I'll mark the same thing on it. So I'll mark whereabouts it should be. And then I'll measure out from the center line and then measure the distance down from the rear windshield or whatever you can get that kind of goes straight across in the same path line.
Okay, I'm going to see here because I'm going to attempt to do the whole thing that you just said without doing any of it. Because I'm going to try to do it with these Biddy Design little body locator thingies that are supposed to make it easier for you to do this. And this is the first body that I've had where the body posts work with this. Considering the first time I did it, I didn't cut my body post down, which I should have, but I didn't. So they were too tall, and then I measured it, and then it ended up being that I should have had it like another almost quarter of an inch further back, which was rather disappointing.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a lot. But this one here, because it was already running a body and the posts were already cut on the front, or on the front they were cut. Oh, they were. It was the back they were cut. Duh. We're going to see here. Okay. Okay, so I pulled out all the shims you're talking about.
Sweet.
They are gone. And then we have these little clippy thingies here, which have a magnetic thing on the top. Now these should fit in with body pins.
Pin it to win it.
Pin it to win it. Oh, you rotten little bugger. Where is the hole? See, the hole's a little low. So now, let's hold that guy in there. Oh, it's got those in there. Not.
In the way, eh?
Wow, just like barely in the way. There we go. Now I see it. There's one. Where's my container? Oh, right there in front of me. Just eyeball it way easier. Yeah.
Just eyeball it. And it's crooked.
And then I'm eyeballing it for the rest of my life, going, damn it. The rest of the life of the car, I'm just like, "Meh." And every time I smack it into the wall after that, I'm like, bah. It look like crap anyways. So I do think this is going to need to be that bugger's going to go right there. So there are 1, 2. There are actually 4 lines drawn on this body already that are lengthwise with the body that are pretty much bang on right on top of where I need these posts to go.
There it is. I noticed that with the what am I running? The ugly body.
The ugly body?
Yeah, the touring body. It has marks in it. This one.
Is it a biddy?
No, it's a protoform one. It's the one that you love.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah, this one.
Ew.
Turismo. That's what the name of it. Has little lines on it, which make it easy.
So these little magnets go on here. In theory, so you see the magnets are on there and they got a little hole in the top. So now if I move this around, they move, stick into where the body is. So that's kind of cool. It helps it make it a little easier. Makes it a little bit easier to put it on. Get it lined up, and then I need a Sharpie, the really small Sharpie, because those are actually open. You can see it. So you can put your Sharpie down inside there and make a mark. But you want to make sure everything's straight. So right now they're too far forward. They need to be right there. Okay, those 2 pins are lining up exactly on the front of that. And there's this wheel tuck at the back here.
Oh.
You can see right there. Now I got to find a marker. Says he got back at 6 a.m. in the morning. Did you sleep?
Who got? Oh, Tim.
Tim.
That's
Then
crazy.
he didn't sleep. Crazy. You crazy, man. Okay, I don't want to do this until I get this felt marker from Tanya. I do not want to do it in the wrong spot. It will look stupid.
Happened like 10 times. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. How'd you know?
I've been there, done that. Got frustrated.
gonna look pretty badass. I like that body. Really like that body. I gotta figure out a paint scheme for it too, because it's even got like a T-roof kind of look to it.
T-roof.
Yeah, it's got like well, I guess maybe not T-roof. It's almost like gull wing door.
Oh yeah, they come up the side.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. That's when you gotta get the liquid mask out and mask it all up. Do something cool.
that sounds like a lot of work.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm into it that much for the work.
Yeah, Michael, he did his bodies up with that, and his body looked really good.
Yeah, for 2 laps.
Yeah.
And then somebody smacks him, and you're like, "Oh man, I put in all that time."
Yeah, he put down the track, took some pictures, which is highly recommended, and then you go and smash it all up.
That's the way it rolls, right?
Yeah.
That is the way she rolls. All right, okay, I got it lined up. I think the wheel wells look like they're centered, so I'm hoping that's right. This is the part where I'm using this, and then I'm eyeballing it.
Oh god.
Hot pink and purple. Gord, I'm trying to get away from the damn pink. Drove to Edmonton after work, got there, slept for a couple hours, then drove to Red Deer for a few hours. Then Buddy drove to West End while I switched tires and drove back. Wow, dude. That is too much driving.
Makes you tired just talking about it.
Mm-hmm. All yawny and sleepy, tirey.
Okay, Wayne is ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not painting this one hot pink and purple just this one time. Hot pink and purple is going to happen on this. This is Micaiah's truck. And it's going to be hot pink and purple because those are the colors she picked out. And I mean, like, hot pink and purple. Like, you don't get much more hot pinky and purple than those two right there. And then she also wants me to add in this teal somewhere.
And some teal.
And some teal. Not really sure how those 3 colors are going to look together. But I'm thinking it's her truck, so whatever. We'll let her have it this time.
It'll look like that for.
I mean, she cut the
One battery
body.
pack?
She cut the body, so I'm impressed with that. And actually, you know what? When I do finish the Dyna, that's the one I'll do hot pink and purple. Maybe.
The Dyna.
Yeah, the Dyna head. 6-wheeler.
Oh.
When I paint that body finally, it's all cut and ready to go. I just wanted to paint a bunch all at the same time. So. Alrighty. We are at 2:15.
Cool.
Doesn't count. It has to be on your car. And bring a fully loaded cube in is far from fast. Of course it took 12 hours to drive back. Dude, I used to drive really big trucks. I know. They don't go fast.
You said it took them 12 hours to get back?
Yep. Easily. Yeah.
How far is it normally?
Well, the way Tim drives, like 6. No, I don't know, probably 7 or 8, depending on which route he took and how fast he went. Average about 9. I think we were doing it from Whitecourt to here. It was about 9, but you had to go up a slower road. It's actually pretty quick to go from Edson to Edmonton, so 8-ish, yeah. Oh, I gotta remember what grinds my gears.
I know what grinds my gears. Here it is. It's not here. Parts. Stuck on boats in the ocean. Come on, get these things delivered. We need the parts. Come on. We need the stuff. Get the stuff here. I want all of it.
Okay.
And why are these things not even unloaded yet? Like what's the holdup?
Oh, that's easy.
And stuff, and all of a sudden there's hundreds of them in the ocean waiting to get unloaded. What?
That's because the guy didn't know how to drive a boat through a canal.
That was one time.
It's a domino effect. All of those ships that were supposed to be going through that canal, they were on this time schedule. That time schedule got totally thrown out of whack because they went all the way down around the point instead of going through the canal. And that's how much longer it took them. And then it sent this ripple effect through because then this ship was late, and then this ship was late, and then this one was late. And then it just kept on. It's just like if you miss your connecting flight at the airport.
Or when you're shopping. You go shopping and you walk by the tills. There's no one there. No one's at the till. And everybody all at the same time, just like, always happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what grinds my gears? American companies releasing RCs that they have no chance of ever having them ready by the time they say they're going to release them. This grinds my gears every day. And then they release them, like boats, releasing them in the winter. Race cars, releasing them at the end of the race season. Like, come on, man.
But in America, there's no such thing as seasons.
Yeah, there are no seasons. This is true.
Yeah, only like the northern places. A few of the places might have some seasons, but they don't have full on winter like we do.
Oh, here's another one that grinds my gears.
Like drag racing happens all year down there.
Vanquish, right? Super, super duper high end, good quality stuff, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Not so much.
Okay, so that is a 5 mil note. Okay.
Okay,
They're
5 mil.
bigger than the standard. They're not your normal 4 mil. They're 5 mil. They're flanged. Then you try to put on the wheels from Vanquish, and the goddamn nut doesn't fit in the wheel. Oops, just lost a part.
The flange too big?
The flange is too big to fit in the goddamn wheel.
Are they Vanquish nuts?
No, I don't think they are.
Yeah, you need to have Vanquish nuts or.
But there's my other thing. So let's come out with an oddball nut.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's like Traxxas and their damn batteries.
Yeah.
Dickheads.
You gotta commit to full on Vanquish if you're going Vanquish.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not making me a happy guy.
Well, it could be worse. You could buy yourself a wheel nut driver and have it not fit on anything. Because they had to make it bigger around because it's lightweight aluminum. And it's too thick, it doesn't fit anything. Yeah, I did that. I bought it because I was sick of using those little cross dealies. Like, I'm done with this. I need a proper one. Go buy one, and it still doesn't fit anything. So I'm still back driving that little guy.
Who made it?
Who made it? I don't know. I threw it in the garbage.
Their MIP one is not so bad, except I split one. Which I never thought I'd split it, but I managed to split it. And my other one is I got an associated one. And what was the other one? Oh, there's one that sucks. MST. They are not the same size nut.
Really?
It's still a 4 mil shaft, but the nut itself is a different size. It's super small to fit and look better on those tiny little drifter car wheels. And
Really?
Yep. So
Is
you
it a
try to
standard
use your normal wheel. No, not a standard size. You try to put it on there. It ends up being something like a 6.5 or something, or I can't remember what size it is now. It's a weird size. It is not a 4 mil, or it's a 4 mil shaft, but it's not an 8 mil socket or whatever it is. I can't remember now. I just remember taking one off, going, "What the hell?"
Yeah, now you say that, I'm looking at my nut driver, and it appears to be cracking.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same one that mine split.
Interesting.
And mine split all the way around here.
Huh.
You guys can see the cracks in there or not.
Not quite.
Bring it back there. You can kind of see the cracks at all the corners.
Yeah, mine's starting to crack on the corners too. Yeah, I see it. There you go. Yeah.
There's one crack right there. Yep.
So it's not
very
what it cracked up to be.
Not what it's cracked up to be. Funny guy.
Interesting. But at least it goes on.
Yes. Okay, so anyways, that's probably good enough for tonight. I'm going to go and steal a marker from Tanya, and hopefully she doesn't notice me steal it from her, so she doesn't beat me. And next time you guys see this body, hopefully we'll have it all painted up and racing it on the track. It's got so many different lines and curves and stuff. I don't know how I want to do the body lines on here. It's gonna look good. Okay, so anybody got anything to say? Key to hex drivers. Yeah, no. I need to use snap-on tools. Nope. I've broken snap-on tools too. Same warranty. Got to take it back to the guy and they exchange it back to you, which these guys will do. But it's the exchange process that's a waste of my time.
You get the same thing back.
Yep. Okay, Jordan, if you're still on here, what time is things supposed to be starting on the weekend? Just so everybody can see it, just type it in there, let everybody know. I believe we're starting on Saturday or Friday night. I can't remember. I think it's Saturday. Timeline. I was going to look it all up. But when you get a chance, shoot it out there, put a message up. What was I going to look for? I was going to show you guys something else too.
Yeah.
You got mail. No, I don't. I don't have mail. What are you talking about?
In your other account.
Oh, well, that's not mail. That's Shaw trying to get me to improve.
Oh, of course.
Upgrade. Yes, you're right, Gord. Maddox was going to fix his wheels. Ow. That was my knees. So this is how Maddox fixes wheels. We just get more. That's fixing the wheels. That's as far as I get to go with it. And I got these pretty orange wheel nuts to go with my car because everything else on it's orange, orangey aluminum. So I got orangey wheel nuts. Right?
Matchy.
It all matches. It goes faster.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna quickly look it up here and see if I can find it. Oh, come here. Where are you? Boom, 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 boom. Announcement.
What's the forecast? Yeah. Forecast for tomorrow. Wet and cold.
Is it really?
93% chance of rain.
Well, that really sucks because I was supposed to go riding with Maddox.
Ha ha.
Boom, boom, boom.
Time to put your wet gear on.
Okay, I don't know if I can make this bigger for you guys. I'm going to post this up so you guys can see it. So this is the post, the camp and crawl. It is, well, it says 2 weeks away, but here we go. Event schedule. Saturday, October 2nd, 10:30 is tech-in. 11 o'clock is show and shine. 11:30 voters gallery. 12 o'clock, the trails are opening. So that'll go till 5, till blindfold, mini course. Sunday will be show and shine on 124 scales. Right through till 11:30. At 11:30, you'll do speed hill climb, static sled pull, flex off. Awards and prizes at 2 on Sunday. The picture here, see if I can. So this is Hydraulic Lake. Wreck site is here. Can you make this bigger? Make it bigger. No, bigger.
No.
Bigger. Okay, so there's the Kelowna Nordic Ski Club and Snowshoe Club. If you type in that, it'll bring you there. You're going to come back in through here. The entrance is over here on the highway. You're going to drive into there. And you go back down this way. All through in here. There's the next picture. All the way down through to this part where the road crosses over the reservoir.
Yeah.
This is where the courses and stuff are going to be. But I'm quite certain when you get there, you will probably be able to tell by all the vehicles that are parked. Now, this picture shows a bunch of water. This year, there's a lot of rock in here right now because it's water. The reservoir is quite a bit lower than it used to be. So yeah, there you go. Any questions? Go on the Rock Dogs page. You'll find them. Oh.
So Scott, it's not looking like the weather's going to cooperate for tomorrow.
There you go. Any questions? Go on the Rock Dogs page. You'll find them.
Oh God, picture.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think tomorrow at 6 it's supposed to be rainy and 11 degrees and drops from there. So it's gonna be cold, wet,
Do this way.
not fun. Gonna have to bring your stuff to come into the indoor.
You're going to have to come to the indoor. We're not going to do any racing outside.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be wet and cold again, and that wasn't fun last time.
Let's take a look and see what our weather forecast is. Ah, where'd it go?
It's wet and cold. Wet and cold and getting colder.
No, I don't want to use that up. Never mind. Stupid Microsoft. Thursday the 30th, 12 o'clock. We're looking for hourly. Cloudy, 4%, 3 a.m., 5 a.m. That's right now. Then she starts getting pretty certain she's going to rain. 11 a.m., 5%, 6%, 10%, 17%, 64%, 83%, 87% by 5 p.m.
Right before you want to start and set
right
up.
and this is for Lumbee. So, I mean, if you take a look at
Burning, it's not going to be much difference.
even Coldstream.
Not so much.
So Coldstream is pretty much the same.
Yep. I think the only way we're going to be able to do anything on Thursday night is if we find a place to rent out.
Which, unfortunately, maybe more money than we really want to spend.
Yep.
So you can see the rain coming down here. 7-hour rain here. This is 6 hours. Let's look at 24 hours. So that's 10 p.m., 11 p.m.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, let's get through to. Oh, yeah. that looks like it's really going to rain. It looks like it's really going to ruin all my plans.
So, slot car racing inside.
By 5 p.m., it might start getting dry. 6 p.m., but the track's going to be soaking wet and cold.
Yep.
So that's a bummer. Yeah.
Yep.
Snow light up near Lake Louise. Anywho, okay, so there you go. Now you guys know what your weather's going to be like. Get rid of that. Okay, boys, we're going to call her. Tim says he's good with Scott cars. We're going to do you forward till it snows. We were, but then we changed our mind. Anything RC stuff tomorrow? You for no, not really. I don't think. Aaron, you planning anything?
Nope.
Nothing. I've got nothing on the books.
I guess what we could look at doing in the future, maybe doing a. We could move some stuff in the store and do maintenance, car maintenance.
Yeah, there's also a possibility of drifting. Maybe I've got to move a lot of stuff in the store to do that. Need to kick some people out of a facility and take over and set up. So, Nanosport Derby. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. You're right. I should get back to cleaning the cart hair out of those little guys. Okay, so we're going to call her a night because I want to get this body cut and dropped before I go to bed. So we will talk to you guys next week. And hopefully, if you guys are bored on the weekend, go check out the Camp and Crawl. That's really the only event that I know of that's going on this weekend. There's no racing going on anywhere except for maybe on the coast.
I think outdoor, they're racing in Kamloops. Outdoor off-road.
Okay. So that's about it?
Yeah, racing down the coast. Yeah.
Kids don't have school tomorrow. Supposed to go back to school on Friday. Not going to happen. We're just going to call her a 4-day weekend. So we will talk to you guys next week. Have a good one.
See you trackside.